Hey guys, what is going on? Astro here, and today we're going to bring you a bit of news for a change. So if you're in the Call of Duty community, or if you know anything about Call of Duty, the last 24 hours has been crazy on what's been going around the internet. So Charlie Intel reported that the new game, which is probably going to be revealed at E3 this year, with Sony and the PlayStation 4, is going to take place in outer space. Yes, you heard that right, outer space. And I don't know if I should be happy for this or sad for this because, we already have some space genres. We already have Halo, and we have some other, Dead Space and stuff like that. We really don't need Call of Duty, in my opinion, to go into outer space. But hey, that's what it is. But anyway, straight to the news. According to Charlie Intel, according to the rumor by Shinobi602, this year's Call of Duty title from an Infinity Ward takes place very far into the future and is based around space combat. He specifically says that this will be a full-on sci-fi and stated that this year's game settings makes Black Ops 3 settings look like Stone Age. Infinity Ward has also had space combat in Call of Duty Ghosts. Campaign mode as a mission was entirely in space. Shinobi 602 has been very accurate in the source in the past. He's the one that stated that Black Ops 3 was coming to last-gen consoles, but it would only be produced by a different studio. And he also stated that Black Ops 3 would have wall running and cybernetics. Now, if you remember when this was leaked last year, when this came out, there was a whole bunch of speculation about if Advanced Warfare's game mechanics and like the jetpacks and stuff like that would be incorporated into it. But it wasn't kind of incorporated into it. It was kind of a new thing. We got wall running, a little bit of boost jumping in it. Nothing crazy like how people are in Advanced Warfare, jumping out of the way and all kind of crazy stuff. But actually, Charlie Intel is not the other person that reported this. Eurogamer has actually independently stated that one of their sources also claimed that this year's game takes place far into space. Eurogamer also stated that this year's title is not a sequel to Call of Duty Ghosts. So, if that's true or not, we'll have to see. But I hope it's not Call of Duty Ghosts because that Call of Duty Ghosts was one of the worst Call of Duties ever made, and just in sales figures alone, it was a really low producing sales figures for Call of Duty Ghosts. And hopefully it's not going to be too crazy. All these people talk about what they'd like to see in Call of Duty. Call of Duty needs to make an advancement. And in the esports scene, people in the esports community want to see Call of Duty follow some esports rules and do esports things and be competitive and be able to be supported by the competitive community. But, I don't know how well this is going to sit with a lot of the pro gamers because a lot of them had issues with Advanced Warfare. I remember specifically Nadeshot made a statement, or not a statement, but he made one of his vids a while ago in Advanced Warfare. He said that he wasn't too happy with like the movement and the gameplay mechanics of Advanced Warfare. There was even a thing where he even made a video about taking the capture the flag out of the rotation in the competitive play because it was basically it wasn't competitive enough in how you strategically place people in it. It was basically first shot, first kills, whoever gets set up in the next base can, boom, basically take out their whole base. There was really nowhere to counter this thing. So he made this big, long vid on it, and, that was that. But hopefully this doesn't follow Ghost's roots. I hope not, because it was basically the worst Call of Duty, in my opinion, I've ever seen. There was no skill gap whatsoever. I remember getting one shot at across the map with a sniper rifle from an enemy in the leg. Like, I'm not talking about like up, middle, center mass, up, or like, center body shots. I'm talking about like in the foot, in the leg, one shot across the map. And you have to take in consideration too, now, if this game is totally in space, if this whole combat is based in space and you're going to have zero gravity or less gravity, where does the gameplay mechanics with the weaponry fall in line? Like, are we going to have like realistic simulation of what it is to fire a weapon in gravity? Because that's not necessarily a good thing. Excuse me, I said gravity. Zero gravity. Not saying firing a weapon in zero gravity is going to be the greatest. You're probably going to have some kind of booster pack or thrusters or something on your character that will, stabilize it. But coming from the gameplay mechanics, how would that play out? And specifically, is this just for campaign, or is this going to be an online multiplayer thing as well? Are we going to have online multiplayer maps that are going to be in space? Hopefully, soon enough, we'll find out. E3 is coming around the corner, and Infinity Ward will be, showing off the next gen, or the next Call of Duty game with Sony at E3. So hopefully we'll be able to find out a little bit more. But towards the end here, I just wanted to say, though, Infinity Ward did put out a tweet, and the link will be, I'll have links in the description below showing you Charlie, Intel, and Eurogamer's sources here. But there is a tweet with a picture of an astronaut in it, and this is definitely from COD Ghost because you can see Odin behind it. If you guys didn't know what Odin was, it was the weapons platform in Call of Duty Ghosts that decimated parts of the world. And it says, Happy 2016, here's reaching to new heights. How did you celebrate New Year? Hashtag 2016. So hopefully they didn't go about this and make this COD Ghost 2 and make everything, futuristic and everybody's living in space or the moon or Mars or something. But hopefully the gameplay will be great. I'm hoping Black Ops 3 so far is just great, but I haven't really been into it on the competitive side recently because it's switching from Xbox to Sony. I feel like there was a gap they missed with, basically telling all the Xbox people saying, hey, well, if you want to play competitively, if you want a chance to go into LAN, and that was the whole thing with the competitive maps that they had in Black Ops 3. It was originally really stated that, hey, if you play this map set, get a team and you grind and grind, there's a possibility you could play against pro players, earn slot and COD champs, yada yada yada, and only to come to find out it was only if you were on a PlayStation 4. So hopefully this doesn't happen to this, because in reality, esports should be across all platforms. It should not be just PlayStation 4 and Xbox. It should be on everything: PS4, Xbox, PC. So, guys, what do you guys think is going to happen with COD in 2016? Do you think that is going to be true and we are going to see a first COD-spaced game? Or do you think this is just all rumor and speculation and really this is just to throw us off? Like I said, all the links to all my sources will be in the description below this video. And always, if you like this, please like, thumbs up it, subscribe, and comment on this video. See you guys later.
That gun ain't doing shit over there, by the way.
I'm watching it. Oh,
behind you,
I just got a
roof.
headshot. I just got a headshot on the sniper and it's playing the country. How come we're not capturing that? Yeah, there we go.
Yes. Oh, he's sniping. Ready for this time? I'm gonna fucking challenge this bitch ass. I got him! Get us to the door. God, they always get this one unlocked though.
I'm coming in on their rear. I know it, isn't it?
Now
I
my
got
set,
this
look at that
alleyway.
sentry gun. Look at that triple kill with the sentry gun right there. Yeah. Control the bastard. Oh, it blew up right when I controlled it. I don't know why I stopped shooting. There's a guy in that door.
That guy just came in here and cleaned up the house, but I killed him. No, I died. Do it all.
Oh, fuck yeah. They started off beating us too.
Oh yeah. God damn it.
God, they have annihilators on their back door over here. Do not go out it. You wanna try? I'll go
No.
with you at the same time. behind the building. Oh, it's spawned behind it. Oh, these
Hard point is ours.
I'm in it.
Hostile UAV above. Hard point contested. Be advised. Hostile care package overhead. Hard point lost.
Jesus,
I ran
Murphy.
downstairs to reload my gun. Oh!
Hostile darting AO.
Oh, this is it right here.
Hard point is ours.
Wow. I got killed on my way in.
Hard point lost.
Oh my god. Just need 2 points. I died like 5 times in a row. Damn, that would have been an ender. That would have been sick.
Hostile UAV spotted.
Ball running for the double kill.
Be advised. Hostile care package overhead.
I'm in it. Just fucking causing problems for him. Going to the middle, isn't it?
Yeah, I'm sitting on it. Oh, I'm dead.
Hard point identified. Hard point contested.
Oh
the
god,
punch is the
watch
game
the
winner.
sucker.
Mission
With the
successful.
fucking punch.